Hey babes, in this video, I'll be showing you how to make two of my favorite smoothies that are packed with nutrients and can be super helpful in that first trimester when you're experiencing morning sickness. I'm Annabelle Carney, and on this channel, you'll find me talking about pregnancy, birth, and postpartum. So if that's something you're interested in, go ahead and click that subscribe button and ding that little bell down below so you don't miss a video. So I know how tough it can be to eat full meals, especially in that first trimester when you're experiencing morning sickness. So that's why I love making smoothies. Smoothies are just a great way to get a nutrient-dense food into your routine, especially when you don't feel like cooking, you're in a rush, or you just don't feel like eating big meals, which a lot of women can experience during that first trimester when you're feeling nauseated and even fatigued. So ideally, a good smoothie is going to include protein, fats, and fibers to help you feel full and keep you satisfied longer and avoid those blood sugar crashes. There are so many nutrients that need to increase during your pregnancy to help support you and your growing baby. So before we get started, I just want to go over a few super important vitamins and minerals, but just remember that this is not an inclusive list. Okay, so by now you've probably been told to take a folic acid supplement, and folate is a form of B vitamin which is well known to prevent neural tube defects. The next nutrient is choline, and choline is neither a vitamin or a mineral, but it's a compound that supports brain development and gene expression. Magnesium. Magnesium plays such an important role in all systems of your body and your baby's growing body, and it also supports vascular health and can prevent pregnancy complications. DHA, it's one that you've probably heard about. It's a form of omega-3 fatty acids and is super important for brain and vision development. Next is iron. Iron is something that I feel like gets focused on towards the end of pregnancy, but actually I feel like it should be addressed in the beginning, middle, and end of pregnancy. So when we're pregnant, our needs for iron actually increases by 1.5 to 2 times the amount because of the increased red blood cell production that is needed for your growing placenta and your baby. Next is vitamin A, and it's to support baby's vision, immune system, and tissues. And vitamin D. Vitamin D can prevent pregnancy complications and helps support baby's growing bones. And lastly, the other two important B vitamins include vitamin B6 and B12. Vitamin B6 helps support brain and nervous system development and can also reduce nausea in mama. And B12, again, this is another B vitamin that helps support the baby's nervous system, but also plays a role in red blood cell making and DNA. So the first smoothie that I'm going to show you how to make is actually one that I drink all the time, even when I'm not pregnant. And I do like to change up my smoothies, but they all are based around the same formula. So that being said, I usually do a base, some greens, some fruit, and some healthy fats and protein. So the base of this smoothie is going to be grass-fed whole milk, and we're going to go ahead and use about 1 cup. And I choose whole milk because whole milk is high in calories and of course has calcium, but I also choose grass-fed because of the DHA content. Next, I'm going to do a handful of dark leafy greens, and for a lot of my smoothies, I tend to go for spinach just because it blends so easily, but I have used kale before and that turned out really good. You just want to make sure you have a high-speed blender. So for this one, I'm just going to go ahead and do a handful, and spinach is just a really good source of vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, and it's super rich in folate. Next, I'm going to go ahead and put in just under a cup, so maybe about 3/4 cups of frozen blueberries. Blueberries are super rich in antioxidants, fibers, vitamin C, potassium, and folate as well. So for my fats, I'm going to add in half of a small avocado. Avocados are rich in healthy fats and fiber, and it just also makes this smoothie really creamy and delicious. Then for my protein, I like to do a scoop of protein powder. For this one, I am using chocolate protein powder. You can use whichever one you want. I think I've used vanilla as well, and it turned out good. And this last ingredient is not necessary, but it's something that I just like to add in for an extra boost of protein, omegas, and fiber. So I'm just doing 2 tablespoons of hemp seeds. Then I'm just gonna go ahead and put a little bit of ice and we're gonna blend it. Don't forget to put the lid on. I'm just gonna scrape down the sides. I am using a rice spatula, spoon, whatever. And there we have it. Our first smoothie. Yummy. My daughter actually really likes this smoothie too. I wish she was here. She's actually napping. And there you have it, a nice, yummy, delicious, cold smoothie to help you get some calories in and nutrients when you're not feeling your best. So for this next smoothie, it's a little bit more on the sweeter side and it's more of a tropical flavor. And sometimes I'm just craving a little sweetness. And typically I tend to use more fruits that are lower in sugar and higher in fiber, but there are some days where you're just craving. So let's get started. So for the base, I'm going to be using coconut milk. Oops. So you just want to give it a good mix before you use it so all the fats can disperse evenly. Okay, so we'll use about 1 cup of our base, which is coconut milk. And I like coconut milk because, again, it's higher in calories. This actually has really good anti-inflammatory properties and also good form of healthy fats. Oh my gosh, so messy. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and do some greens. Again, I am using spinach, 1 handful of spinach. Oh, and spinach is also high in magnesium and vitamin B6, so super helpful for when you're feeling nauseous. For my fruit, I'm going to be doing just about a cup of pineapple. Pineapples are super rich in vitamin B6 and vitamin C and folate and has good digestive enzymes to help aid with digestion. Then I'm gonna add in just maybe like half of this small banana. A little added sweetness, also has potassium. Then I'm gonna add in about 1/3 of whole milk Greek yogurt for some extra added protein, calcium, calories, probiotics. And this last ingredient is, again, not necessary, but it's just an extra boost of protein. So I'm using unflavored collagen powder. There goes 1 scoop. A little bit of ice. Scrape down the sides again with my rice spatula. There we have it. And this one is like a super healthy version of a pina colada. Delicious. So that's it for today's video, and I know that you're probably going through it right now with morning sickness, but just know that it is temporary and that you should be so proud of yourself for even making an effort to make any of these smoothies to support you and your growing baby. Anyways, I hope you get to try one of the smoothies, and if this video was helpful, go ahead and give it a thumbs up for me, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in the next video.